big welcome. If you've decided to join us for Anxious to Pleasure Queen, if you've made that decision and you're here, a big welcome from my heart as things are about to transform. Some of you are watching this video to learn more about the program, and a big welcome to you as well. So just to begin, there are two main focuses or goals for this course. It addresses two main areas. One of them is alleviating anxiety and even going beyond that and turning it into pleasure. So flipping the switch and moving the energy of anxiety into pleasure in the body. And the other goal or purpose for this program is to help bring a sense of balance or wholeness to those of us who have these oppositional energies in our system because we are anxious ambitious. So we can be both things and we can have these oppositional pulls. And what this program will do is help bring a sense of balance. So we're going to start to look at both sides, honor both sides tremendously to help bring them together into a whole, really owning and honoring all parts of us. Now, the reason for this program is that I have been anxious for most of my life, but more recently I had a deep experience where I started having panic attacks at night, every single night for 2 weeks that lasted about 2 to 3 hours long. This was a really difficult moment for me, and it obliged me to shift a lot in my life, change my diet completely, and start to really understand where this anxiety was starting to create problems and having physical impacts in my system. And I'll be addressing some of these in the course, but the important thing is that I found a process that really started working for me around having panic attacks and anxiety. And I was starting to note that the same processes, the same overall pattern that I'll be teaching you called the alpha circuit, works on the meta level. So it was working even with the things that I have resistance to in my life, especially around things like business, around things like a new move that's coming up. So I can apply the same pattern on the more meta level to help move past resistance, accept the resistance. This course is divided into 4 weeks, but it is entirely self-paced. So the recommendation, the suggestion is to take each module and really dive in for a full week, but you can binge watch it as soon as it's released on January 11th, or you can extend each module for 2 weeks or even a month if you need to really dive into each process. And so it is entirely at your pace. And one of the things that I really want to mention here is that when working with anxiety, when working with our resistance, we're not here to close our eyes and dive in. It's really intended to listen to the body, to really move at a pace that feels okay. So what we want to do is spend time hugging our edge. We don't want to go too far beyond, because if we move too quickly, we can just shut down and not want to start again. So it's important to bring ourselves to our edge, but not too far further, right? So to expand our window of tolerance, our window of what we are capable of, what we can tolerate in life, we spend time on our edge here and it grows that window a little. But it has to be done gradually and slowly. And so this program, there's nothing about this program that's intended to force or to push too hard. And that should feel really calming on your system to know that you can move past anxiety, but you can do it at a pace that feels doable. It doesn't mean it won't be hard at times. It will absolutely be hard at times, but you don't have to go too far, too fast. In fact, I'm going to even state that some of us with this anxious, ambitious personality have that tendency. We will have that tendency when on an ambitious high to go too far too quickly, take on too much, get so overwhelmed that we crash and burn, and then it's harder to get ourselves back up. So as we move through the program, we'll be addressing those foundational pieces that are resistant, that are anxious, and helping lift them up so that the whole process comes up with us. Nobody gets left behind in this process. All parts of us get included, and this is what will help bring more wholeness and balance to the whole picture. Throughout the program, you have the opportunity to dive deeper and request a one-on-one extra session with me. The link is included in the PDF document. You'll always have that opportunity to be able to get more depth around a certain concept if you need it. Now, I want to introduce a tantric philosophy or concept that I really, really love and I think is really beautifully applicable to this program and to our process over the next 4 weeks. And that is no better or worse, just differing results. So just remembering that in essence, we are no better than we once were. We won't be better off, or we won't be better once we've completed this program than we are now. We will simply have different results. And that can feel so, again, comforting to the system to know that that other person that we're always envious of because they're so courageous and outspoken and always seemingly on top of their shit is no better. There is no better, right? We are all here on an equal level playing field, but we just are seeking different results in our life. And this is why we take programs like this and courses like this. And it's just one of those beautiful ways of going about it. There's nothing broken to be fixed by going into this. We're just looking for our different results. Sound good? I've created the course with 2 levels. So one of the beautiful things about this is that you can come into this course at whatever process, wherever you are inside your process. So whether you are experiencing a lot of anxiety in your body or whether you're more here because of this anxious, ambitious phenomenon, you can enter into the course and you have a level that's right for you. So every module is divided into 2 steps. And you can go while listening to your body and knowing where your personal edge is. It is not the same for everyone. Everyone will have a different experience with this. You can either do the level 1, or if you feel okay and you feel like this is definitely for me, you continue on with level 2. So what's great about it is that it's like 2-in-1 courses essentially. If you start with level 1 for the whole 4 weeks, you can start it all over again and do all the second levels when you start to feel more at ease in your body, less sensitive and sensitized, and ready for level 2. So get in there, enjoy the course. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. If you haven't joined yet, get your butt in there. It's absolutely worth it. It'll create a beautiful transformation and a completely new way of being with all parts of you, both the fearful, both the anxious, and both the absolute pleasure queen, ambitious sides of you. We want to honor it all. So welcome again, and a great big thank you and good luck for your process.